Hey guys, welcome to yet another YouTube video. Almost dead stream there. Alright, so are you ready? We're gonna solve some tactics today, and what we have is some 2290 in rating right now. And what we're gonna do is actually solve these as best as we can and try to get them correctly. So let's just dig right into it, shall we? So yeah, as I usually do, I'm going to go over the stats here. As you can see to the right, I've tried 538 in total for these videos. I've passed 441 and failed at 97, so that leaves a 19% of the losing streak for me. But we're going to try our best at least to solve these. But bear in mind, I'm not as strong in my calculation right now, so this might take a really long time. Let's go. Okay, so black just played knight to a6. So what I'm thinking is that we can actually trap that queen, or at least make it move so that we can pick up the knight. So that's my thinking. So knight to c4 seems like a good option here. Knight c4, where does the queen go? It can't stay on the a file, and it can't really go anywhere else. If it goes to b6 trying to get at my queen, well, obviously the knight can take it. And I don't see anything particular better, so let's go for that. Alright, so queen to b4. So I think I'm just going to take that knight now, and problem solved. Alright. That one was fairly easy, I would have to say. That's at least a good start. King to d7. So what I would like to do here is actually force a mating pattern or mating sequence. But how do we do that? So one thing that comes to mind is actually queen to b7, not queen to c7, but queen to b7, staying on the light squares, so that after a move such as king to e6. Oh, whoa, hold up, he can take it then. Alright, have to stay focused, guys. So queen to c7 check, king to e6, only move. If king drops down to e8, then there's a mate on e7. Queen c7, king e6. What do we play then? We can further check him by queen to e7 check. Then he has two alternatives, king to f5 and king to d5. If king to d5, what do we do then? I don't know. Alright, queen to c7, king to e6. I don't think queen e7 actually works. What we could do maybe is play after king e6 d5. And he picks it up. He picks it up with a check. Okay, so that doesn't work either. Queen c7 check, king e6, only move. Alright, so let's continue then. Queen to e7, as I said before, king to d5. But where do we go from there? e4 check, king captures e4, or king to c4. And I have no idea. e4 check, king captures e4. Queen goes to b7 check. If the queen then blocks, then obviously f3. probably. Annoying. I had a really great session the other day with a fellow streamer called KBCan91 the other day, and I saw things almost instantly. It was pretty awesome. But this? Nah. I feel rusty. But Queen C7 is a must if I want to try to attack his king, at least. So the material is even if I take the rook, but then it's probably gonna ebb out in a draw, or maybe I'll even lose because he can capture on d4 twice. But then I can capture on g7 at least. Queen c7 check, king e6. I hate those dark squares. I want a light squared bishop. Queen c7, king e6, queen e7, king d5. e4 check. King captures. Or king captures on d4 is actually also a fair choice. And I've run out of checks basically. Someone is calling. Okay. I can't do that right now. Queen c7, king e6, queen e7, king d5. And again I'm stuck. Maybe I can try queen to d7. There gotta be a waiting move here somewhere. Like that. Like queen to d7. If the answer is just to capture the rook on h8, I'm gonna be pissed. I have no idea. This is one of those occasions where you want to solve it, but you can't find a solution. Again, queen c7 check, king e6. Do I have anything else in queen to e7? As I mentioned, d5 check comes with queen captures d5, which checks me. I don't see where that's going to leave me other than lose my bishop. Queen c7, king e6, queen e7 check, king d5. Alright, let's look at king f5 then. King f5. Then queen to d7. At least. King e4. Oh man. Incorrect. I want to look at the solution. So, what is it? Here. I said in the beginning of this that I wanted to force a mate. It looked that way, and I was just not confident enough that I had such a move. E4. I love it. So now d5 is a mate, or winning the queen at least. Yeah, that's sad. That's really just sad. Let's continue. Alright, rook to d8. So you have this check, and the king has to step to f8, unless he wants to lose his queen. So rook takes g7 check, king f8, rook f1 check, king to e8, and then I should have rook to e1. That seems to me like a pretty straightforward win. I mean, I pick up the queen, and then I'm my bishop up, and there's equal amount of pawns, an equal amount of pawns. Oh my god, I can't even talk. So this move, it should be winning, but do I have anything better? I don't see it. We can briefly look at rook to g8 check, then king to d7, rook d1 check, king to c6, rook captures d8. That actually almost looks better. Almost. But I mean, rook e1 is also winning. Rook g8 check, king to d7, rook f7 check, king to c6. Also an idea. Rook captures d8. I don't know. Rook e1 seems to me like it's good enough, but two rooks and a bishop versus a queen, that is winning for sure. Whilst rook to e1 is meh. A rook and a bishop versus a rook. I might get wrong there. I might go wrong. Rook e1, queen captures, bishop captures. I can't go wrong there. But it was... it is still winning though. It is still winning. But okay. Let us solve that again then. So then rook here. Or not. Then it is rook here. Because then both rooks are safe after the capture on d8. Even though I didn't see a check that black could follow up with to actually win the rooks. But okay. That's no fun. f6. Cool. So bishop h6 or bishop f6. Ha! Bishop f8. Wow. That's pretty neat. So bishop f8 looks really solid. Bishop f8. If king captures f8, then rook to g8 check, king to f7, and then rook 1 to g7 mate. And if king to h8, then rook g8 mate. And if king to f7 first, instead of capturing the bishop, then rook g7 check, king captures f8, rook g8, king f7, and rook 1 to g7 mate. Okay. That was kind of lame. Yay! Alright. B captures a6. This is one of those that where you have to try to capture the queen somehow. And in this particular position, I feel like I somehow could force the queen to h5 and then bring my knight to f6, forking the queen and the king. That's just an idea, and it looks like a superb idea. The queen doesn't have any other squares, right? So if e5, then you can play queen to h5, then knight to e4, then the queen could come to f5, but then I have knight to d6 check. So after knight e4, the queen can't leave h5, but instead play king to e7. King to e7 is a bit unfortunate. So e5, queen h5, which I believe is one of the only moves. If after e5 he plays h5, I think I have knight to e4, and if h4 there, I can simply play knight to g5 or knight to f2, and that queen looks trapped. So he has to play queen h5. Alright, so e5, queen h5, knight e4, king e7. That was the problem, wasn't it? King e7. Oh man, maybe I can play bishop to f7 check, forcing it so that if the king does not take, then he doesn't have a queen to h5. I will just simply put my bishop on g6 and play on. This queen can go nowhere. And if the king takes, then I have knight to d5. And if the queen tries to move here, well, I thought at least I had something. I did not. Would have been fun though. Still looking at bishop f7 check. Doesn't work. Man, that would have been so cool. Yeah. Bishop f7, king captures f7, knight to d5, queen to h5, knight f4, queen a5. Queen escapes. So e5 must be the only way. e5, queen h5. Then knight e4 doesn't really work, does it? You can capture on e5. Why did I think that would work? Okay, so bishop c6 check, king goes to f7. Nah. Alright, so let's look at knight to e2 then. Knight e2, queen h5, knight to f4. Where does the queen go? To g5. And then bishop c6 check. King can't step to d8 or f8. Then I have knight to e6 check. And if king here to e7, I'm not sure. I love it. This is one of those puzzles that you want to sit and take your time with, because you know the moves should be so obvious. It takes a long time to get there. But I don't think knight e2 works because of king to e7 again. Yeah. Knight e2, queen h5, knight to f4, queen to g5. I don't see it. Knight f4, queen to g5. And bishop f7 doesn't work, obviously. This is so mean. So mean. So let's look at e5 again then. e5, king d7. I mean king e7, not king d7. e5, king e7, and it kind of just stops there. No, if e5, king e7, then I have bishop g2, right? No, he has queen h5 anyways. But then maybe knight to d5 check. King e6 does not work because of knight to f4 check. King d7 doesn't work because of knight f6 check. So king has to go back to f8. Then what? And then knight to f4. Almost working. Queen can come to e8. In that case, such a shame. So much fun. Would have been more beneficial probably for you guys if I could make arrows, but unfortunately that's not possible in chess.com for now. Oh man. e5, queen h5, knight e4, queen captures e5. And that's it. That's also just a killer. Don't have anything. Bishop f7, king captures f7. And knight e5 again, queen h5, knight f4. And the queen can simply go right out after the check. I don't know. Like this. I feel like I'm close, but I don't see it. It's really annoying. Really annoying. Check. So annoying. Bishop e6. Simply queen h5. Okay. Again, knight e2. Queen has to go to h5 then. Knight to d4. Now I have to attack knight f4. Queen to g5. He doesn't even have to play queen g5, he has queen e5 as well. Oh my god. Yeah. That's also a problem. What is it with this puzzle? Okay, let's follow one track then. Knight e2, queen h5, knight f4, queen to e5. And I'm lost. There's nothing after that. I mean, I have bishop c6, but then he has king to c7, king to f7, and there's nothing. Okay, do I have a mate then with my pawn, bishop and knight? I don't believe that I do, but if I do have that, maybe that's what I'm gonna look for. Even though everything in this position tells me that you're gonna try to trap the queen. I just can't figure out a way. Simply can't figure out a way. Maybe bishop e6 is an idea. Bishop e6, queen h5. Knight d5. Bishop e6, queen h5, knight d5, queen d5. Bishop captures g4. I don't know. My nose is itching. Sorry. Alright, I've spent way too much time on this right now. And it's bugging me out. Bishop e6 is a candidate. Bishop e6, queen h5, knight d5, queen to e5. That's it. That's where it stops for me. because there's no way I can force him to have to capture on e4 so that I have knight to f6 check. e5, queen h5, knight to e4. Queen captures e5 and nothing. Nothing. Bishop c6, king f7 is really annoying as well. King f7, the key square for black to go to, because of the avoidance of any knight forks. King f7. So let's say after bishop c6 he played king to e7, then I would have had knight to d5 check, followed by knight to f4, winning the queen, right? But bishop c6, king f7, knight d4, knight e5, I mean, sorry, queen h5. And what do I really do? Oh, I solved it. Then I have bishop to e8. Check. King captures, knight to f6 check, forking the king and the queen. Oh my god, that took me a long time to see. If that really works. Bishop c6 check. The king can't step up to e7 because knight to d5 check, followed by knight to f4. That traps the queen. So he has to stay away from the checks, and if king to, let's say, d8, then still knight to d5. And if the queen tries to go up, okay, maybe that does work. King to d8 as well. I thought I had it. Oh my god. Felt that I nailed it right there. King d8 is also a problem, apparently. Alright. But is it though? Yeah, he has queen to e5 at the end. So I was thinking knight f4, forcing the queen to move, but no matter what I do, it can always come to e5. And that knight can't fork them. Ridiculous. Bishop c6, king d8, knight d5, queen h5. Absurd. Oh no, but wait. Bishop c6, king d8. Then I have bishop e8 again, don't I? Still I have bishop e8 and king captures, then knight to d5. If the queen goes to h5, I have knight f6 check. If the king moves, then I have knight f4. Oh my bloody god, okay. Let's follow through. King d8. Alright, so bishop goes to e8. Oh man. Oh man. That one was pretty hard. I love it. Phew. Alright. I'm sorry, that took way too long. You guys probably saw it ages ago. But that one was really great puzzle. Kind of study-like, but still was fun. Maybe this is from a study actually. Who knows? But bishop c6, king d8, bishop e8, king captures, knight d5, and there's nothing to do. White should be winning here. Next one. King to h6, alright. feel like I stretched my brain there quite a bit. This looks like it should be a mate, or at least a draw. So let's look at Queen F8 check. That's the most obvious check to me. If King to H5, then maybe G4 check. King G5, Queen back to E7 check. No, if King G5 there, then maybe I have F4 check, mate. Alright, so Queen F8 check, King G5 immediately, then F4 check. King has no other squares than to go to H5, and then G4 is not mate. Okay, so G4 check, King H4, and then Queen to H6 should be mate. Ah, but then he has Queen to H5. Ah, la la la. So even if I get that queen, he still has way too material for me to handle. And as soon as black starts throwing checks of his own, might be toast. But Queen F8 seems like it's the most forcing way of dealing with this. Queen F8, King to G5, or King H5 immediately. G4 check, King H4, Queen H6 check, Queen to H5. Alright. Queen F8. If King H5, G4 check. King comes to H4, then Queen to H6 check. Queen to H5. I don't have anything other than taking. Do I? Is this the part where I play G4 first? That would have been sick. But G4, Queen captures F3, Queen F8 check doesn't work because the Queen can capture my Queen. But it has to be this. Okay, King H5. Now I at least have something to go with here. Like, if you had this position over the board, you would play the most forcing line. Like, there's no other way. G4, King H4. Yeah. An annoyance. This is an annoyance. But G4, King H4, Queen here check. Oh, wait. Wait. So G4 check, King H4, and I have Queen to E7. Oh my god, Queen E7. I love it. I think I love it. Maybe I don't because of G5. But it doesn't matter G5 or not. This move still wins. It's just made in 3. So queen e7 check. If queen to g5, queen e1 is mate. And if g5, then still queen e1 is mate after bishop f2, queen captures f2. Alright. Phew. But queen f8 looked so forcing that couldn't be anything else. And the reason for me saying that is pretty much, if you give another check, then, well, nothing really works. But okay. I think that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and watch out for my Twitch streams as well. Alright, see you guys. Bye.